Yo, listen, I have a very practical tip that you can use in your life today, and it's coming from the Bible. Yes, it's coming from the Bible, but it's practical and it will help you if you listen to it. Listen, just hold on, listen. It says, Proverbs 19, verse 2 says, enthusiasm without knowledge is no good. Haste makes mistakes. So, this is a very, very practical tip that we need to use in our lives. What is this proverb telling us? It talks about people who just rush into stuff without knowledge. Like, it's all good to be excited about stuff, it's good to be enthusiastic about things, but please do not jump into stuff if you don't have enough knowledge. You will fall into problems, you will make mistakes. This can be anything that you're doing in your life. It could be moving to a new place, it could be starting a new job, it could be buying a new car, it could be even getting married. You need to calm down. It's all good that you're enthusiastic, you meet this nice girl or nice guy and you think this is the man of my dreams, let me go for it. But you need to take a deep breath, calm down and think about it. Think about it. It's all good that you see someone advertising a business and you think, okay, this time I got it, I'm gonna make money. Calm down. I always talk about how I sleep on a decision. Like, before I want to do something, I always sleep on a decision. This is the minimum. When I say sleep on it, it's the minimum amount of time that I advise you to take in before you make a decision. Because I believe that the time that you sleep, you give yourself time to really digest and regurgitate everything that you want to do, the pros and the cons, what's going to look like if you do this or if you don't do it. Because one thing that I've realized in my own life is I don't like regret. This applies to something as simple as I want to buy myself a new bag or a new perfume, which is a little bit costly, right? I sit down and I think, okay, obviously I have the money for it, but do I really need to do it? And okay, fine, I really want to do it. I really want to spoil myself. But okay, if I buy this bag or this shoe or whatever I want to buy, how am I going to feel tomorrow? Like, is this really what I want? And I take time to really think about it, to digest it, and to really accept that this is what I want. And when I get to the point that I get peace about it, like, okay, now I'm peaceful about it, I can proceed and do it, then I'll go on and do it. Because one thing that I don't like, you know what it is to regret. I don't like regretting because, this is money involved. You buy something and it comes and you're like, I should have not bought this thing. I should have waited. Why did I jump into this? So this is what I'm just saying. Like, for me, I don't jump into things. I take time to think. So you should also take time to think. Don't just say, okay, I'm moving to another country, I'm moving to another city without thinking. Sit down. Look at where you're going to be living. How does it look like for you? How are you going to be doing everything that you're doing right now, right? Sit down and think. Don't just say, okay, I'm going to sell my house, I'm just moving and going abroad. And you get there and you realize that this is a mistake, a catastrophic mistake. And you've sold your house, you've sold everything that you own, you've quit your job and just stranded in a different country. You're going to regret. And verse 3 says, people ruin their lives by their own foolishness and then they are angry at the Lord. And then you start saying, God, why were you not looking out for me? But guys, listen, God has given us willpower. We live here on earth, we have willpower. We have our own will. We decide what to do. You can't expect God to think for you, to tell you what to do. But you need to make use of our relationship with the Holy Spirit. Seek the Holy Spirit for counsel. Like, when I talk about sleeping on stuff, it also involves spending time with the Holy Spirit, asking, Holy Spirit, should I do this? Should I not do this? You may not always hear an audible voice to say, okay, do it or don't do it. But peace, I strongly believe in peace. In peace about anything. If I don't have peace about buying a new bag, I'm not gonna do it, because it's not like the Holy Spirit is saying no, but I feel like I'm going to regret it and it's gonna be too late. You know what I mean? So take your time to think about something before you do it. Another example that I'm gonna give you is, you see someone and they are like advertising a business, or let's get into business, and then you get into that deal and you later on realize that these people were shady and this was an illegal deal. And then I know in law they say knowledge or ignorance of law is not an excuse. So you can't say, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was illegal. You'll still get arrested and you have to serve your time, because we still live on earth and we are guided by the earthly rules and the laws. So yeah, we need to pay and atone for what we have done. And you can't pray like, oh God, I got into this shady deal, please get me out of prison. No, you didn't. You have to serve time. Like, guys, come on, seriously, like, give God a break. You have to do it because you got yourself into that mess. So most people who jump into these decisions without thinking are the people who end up being angry at God. Like, God, why did you let me do this? But God will be like, listen, did you come to me? Did you ask me? Or God will even say, I tried to block this thing, because you know, God, sometimes I'll give an example of people who get married. They say when you're in love, red flags appear pink. They really do. Like, God gives you this feeling like, this is not really good. Like, you get a little bit of lack of peace, but you ignore it because you're like, no, this is the one. This is the one. I've been waiting so long. I'm just gonna do it. And you do it. But God is kind of like giving you some kind of warnings or indications, but you ignore it. So what do you want God to do? You want him to come down from heaven and just grab you and say, don't do it? Really, guys? No. It's on us. It's really on us. So in short, what I'm just telling you is we need to seek knowledge of anything that we want to do before we embark into anything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a business idea, whether it's purchasing a new property or anything you want to do. It could be anything, marriage or having kids. Many people have had kids because everyone is having kids, and now you have a kid. You are so stressed and depressed. Oh my God, why did I do this? Why did I have kids? Girl, you just did it without thinking about it. Take your time and think. Gather knowledge. If it means praying about it, if it means talking to people who've been there, if it means reading books about whatever you want to do it until you get peace and conviction that, you know what, I am certain this is what I want to do and I won't regret it. That's just what I'm saying. So please do not act in haste, because acting hastily gives you a high likelihood of making mistakes. So I hope this proverb has helped you and you will make better decisions in your life. God bless you. I love you. Bye.